Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn today with Claudine from the Money and Pension Service. And financial wellbeing is such an important topic and so closely linked to mental wellbeing that we're really pleased to have her for this session. And she's going to be talking through with us some support and resources that are available for employers. So without further ado, I'll hand over to Claudine. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Michelle, and thanks for inviting me along today. So my name's Claudine and I'm the South East Regional Partnership Manager from the Money and Pension Service. So today I'm going to be speaking about the importance of financial wellbeing and the resources that we've developed to support this. So what is MAPS? Who are MAPS? So at MAPS, the Money and Pension Service, our vision is to help everybody make the most of their money and pensions. We're an arm's length body of the government, sponsored by the Department for Work and Pensions, and we have a commitment to ensuring that people throughout the UK have guidance and access to the information that they need to make effective financial decisions over their lifetime. Our customer-facing website is known as Money Helper, and I'll be looking at that a bit later in the presentation. And we are independent, impartial, and our service is free. And we like to highlight this so that you can feel confident that our resources are trustworthy. So we're transforming financial wellbeing in the UK, and we're here to make sure that every person feels more in control of their finances throughout their lives, from pocket money to pensions. And why? Because when they are, communities are healthier, businesses are more prosperous, and the economy benefits with individuals feeling better off. So our ambition is that everyone sees financial wellbeing as a national mission and a core UK value. So we've spoken about financial wellbeing, and what exactly is it? So the MAPS definition of financial wellbeing is about feeling secure and in control, making the most of your money day to day, dealing with the unexpected and being on track for a healthy financial future. So in short, it's about feeling financially resilient, confident and empowered. Now, we know that there's an enormous interdependency between mental and financial well-being. It's a chicken and egg situation. So if your mental well-being is suffering, it can affect the way you deal with money. And if you're feeling low or depressed, you may lack the motivation to manage your finances. And you might avoid doing things to stay on top of your money, like opening bills or checking your bank account, for example. If your mental health is suffering, you might make impulsive financial decisions, like spending to make yourself feel better, and your ability to work could be affected. And in the same way, people with problem debt are significantly more likely to experience mental health problems. So I don't need to tell you that the cost of living is having an impact on everyone. According to a 2020 survey, many employers say that they struggle to reach payday, and contrary to what you might think, higher paid employees are impacted too. A recent study found that many people are struggling to maintain a decent living on household incomes as high as £60,000. 36% of employees say that they often struggle to pay off credit cards. 45% of employees run out of money between paychecks. And 1 in 4 people would be unable to cover their regular expenses for more than 1 month if they lost their income. Therefore, it's key for employers to support their employees further, especially when we see the stark statistics for employees' financial well-being through these stats. And we know how stress, anxiety and depression can all impact employees' well-being. So employers have started to recognise how important financial wellbeing truly is. And around 50% of employers in the UK say they have a financial wellbeing strategy in place, although only around half of those are confident that it's well developed. So while there's been a slight improvement in the ownership that employers feel when offering their employees support and financial wellbeing, there's still a lack of confidence with their capability. And at the Money and Pension Service, we have developed resources to support you in this area. So we've developed an employer's guide to financial wellbeing that details 7 simple steps that you can take to support your workforce and also can form the basis of any financial wellbeing strategy. So we won't run through all of them, and you will receive a copy of the slides where you can find a link to the guide. But just quickly, the 7 steps are: 1, use good signposting and education to help build confidence and resilience for your employees. 2, know what's worrying your employees and encourage them to talk about money. 3, assess what you already offer. 4, design your financial wellbeing approach. 5, target key moments and make support accessible. 6, decide if you need to use external providers. And 7, don't forget to test and learn. Now, as I said, I'll be sharing a link to this guide, so please do have a look when you do get the slides. So within the Employer's Guide, we encourage you to know what's worrying your employees. And one way this could be achieved is by running polls, surveys, or questionnaires. So we've recently released a financial fitness tool with a set of 9 focused questions that individuals can use to quantify their level of financial well-being in an efficient and effective way. So these 9 questions encapsulate the key outcomes of financial well-being, and that's feeling confident, resilient, and empowered. They also cover the key enablers and behaviours that are shown to positively impact financial well-being, in particular saving, credit use, and retirement planning. So we know that some employers tend to shy away from the topic of financial well-being, fearing that employees will simply want a pay rise that they'll be unable to deliver. And financial well-being isn't just about having more money. It's about knowing how to make the most of currently what's available to you and how to make good financial decisions. If you have employee benefits, you really need to make sure that everybody knows about them and is making the most of them. One place that you can signpost employees to for free, impartial money and pension guidance is our customer-facing website, Money Helper. So Money Helper is government-backed, it's updated regularly, and here your employees can gain free, impartial, unbiased support, information and guidance. So it's a great place to signpost or refer your employees to. The Money Helper website has many tools and calculators that you can signpost employees to, or you could even embed these tools and calculators in your internal websites. So for example, there's a budget planner, benefits calculator, debt advice locator tool, and even a divorce and money calculator. We also offer a range of free printed guides, and these can be ordered for communal employee spaces, or you can put them in packs to send your employees if your employees aren't desk-based. So the guides cover pensions, making the most of your money, how to deal with the cost of living, and they're available in alternative formats and different languages, and also different formats such as large print and braille if that's was required. The great thing about Money Helper is it's not just a website. People can call for free money guidance, and not a lot of people know this. So again, this is something you could advertise on your internal websites. People can call, or if they don't want to speak on the phone, they can use web chat or WhatsApp as well. We've also developed a cost of living marketing pack. So if you have any cost of living pages on your website, whether external to your customers or internal for your employees, you can download this marketing pack, which includes a range of articles on how to deal with the cost of living. And these are also available in 4-minute videos as well. So at the Money and Pension Service, we are the single largest funder of free debt advice in the UK. And our research is showing that the need for debt advice is increasing, even for individuals on what would be considered a relatively high income of more than £40,000. So the increase for debt advice has led to many local citizens' advice organisations becoming overwhelmed, and they're reporting wait times of between 6 to 8 weeks. So to address this, we've created the Money Advisor Network, and this offers individuals a single point of entry to a panel of telephone debt advisors with the capacity to help immediately. So this means that if people scan the QR code or follow the link, they can get a call back from a debt advisor within as little as 30 seconds. So again, along with the slides, I'll attach this poster and you can display it on your website. Some employers have printed it out and popped it in the back of toilet doors to encourage people into debt advice. So it takes people on average 1 to 2 years to admit they've got a problem with debt. So we really need to normalise the conversation around debt as much as possible and encourage people to seek help earlier. The longer they wait, the longer their mental health is suffering and potentially their ability to work. Many employers don't bring up the subject of debt because they're just not sure where to signpost their employees to. Well, this is where you can signpost them to. It's confidential, so as an employer, you won't know, and the employee can feel confident that you won't know that they've accessed this service. So it's just a great resource to be able to signpost people to, and hopefully give them a bit of peace if they can get their debts under control. So one of the best ways to increase financial resilience and help people cope with any financial shocks that may arise is through savings. Savings are extremely important. And as an employer, you may wish to introduce or promote payroll savings. So payroll savings means making regular savings directly from an employee's pay. An employer deducts the amount the employee wishes to save directly from wages via payroll. Similar to pensions, the automated set and forget nature of the process makes it easy for people to save by making it habitual and effortless. So there was a Cushion survey in 2020 that showed that 72% of employees want access to a workplace savings scheme, and 92% of employers would implement a workplace savings scheme. So, people want it on both sides. And there are financial product providers that work with employers to offer payroll deducted savings, loans and salary advance schemes. And also credit unions can sometimes administer these schemes for you at no cost. So I've put a link on the slide to help you understand a little bit more about workplace savings, and then also to find your local credit union who may be able to administer this for you at no cost and also offer you financial wellbeing initiatives and education for your employees as well. Pension guidance. So we offer free pension guidance via phone or web chat. If you have any employees who are over 50 with a defined contribution pension, and that's normally a pension from the private sector, they can have a free pension wise appointment, which is a more in-depth structured appointment. We also have helplines for divorce and pensions. We have pension safeguarding appointments if employees want to transfer pensions. And we have dedicated pension scam appointments as well. So again, we know a lot of employers, again, are sometimes unsure of what to do when employees want advice about pension. Please do advertise these numbers and refer your employees on. And just lastly, I'd like to encourage you to take part in Talk Money Week. So Talk Money Week is our national campaign that happens every year. And this year it's the first week of November. And it's a national campaign that many of the big banks and supermarkets are involved in. And it's just to get people talking about money. Talking about money is such a taboo subject. And I think I heard a funny statistic that people would rather talk about death than talk about money. So we're just trying to get people to talk and engage, because when people talk about money, they are less likely to make mistakes or risky financial decisions, and they're able to get the help that they need. So we have a participation pack and a communication pack that you can download for free to get involved. You could run an internal campaign, you could put on an event. Some people have put on cost of living fairs or run some initiatives internally just to help people talk about money. So when you do get the slides, please do get involved and shout about it. Put it on your social media, on your LinkedIn, just to let people know that you're getting involved. Okay, and just in summary then, create a financial wellbeing strategy within your wellbeing strategies. Signpost to the Money Helper resources. You can use our cost of living marketing pack, Don't forget to order some printed guides for those communal areas or those employees that, might work from home. You could post them out to them. Do promote debt advice services. It's something that people really struggle with. So it's great to let them know that there is support for them. Offer pension support via our helplines, and encourage an open environment to talk about money. And then I've also put some links so that you can understand how money and mental health are linked and why financial well-being is important in the workplace. So thank you for your time. I hope you found that useful. And I'd now like to invite any questions.
Oh, thank you very much, Claudine. It's always useful to have a refresher. I know I've seen your presentations a couple of times, but it's always good to see any updating to the resources you've got there. Do we have any questions from the people watching live this afternoon? I've got a couple of comments in the chat there, Claudine, say that I found it useful. It's great knowing what support's available. Is there any questions from anybody at all? What I'll do is I'll stop the recording, and if people want to ask sort of out being recorded, it might be a bit more comfortable. But thank you so much for attending, everyone, this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you. And yes, you can find all of the resources on the website. I will share the slides with you, Michelle, if you would be okay to send them on.
Yeah,
and then when you get the slides, it will all be PDF links, and you can click through all of them. But hopefully this has given you a bit more confidence to address financial well-being with your employees, because I know that some employers tend to shy away from it a little bit, but this should give you the confidence to talk about it and then be able to signpost people to trusted sources of information.